Now let's continue on with part 3. And in part 3 what we're going to focus is on this clickable version of this. So what we're going to do now is how do we create a clickable item here, or clickable bars. We already have the hover bars, and now what we're going to do is the clickable bars. And for the clickable bars we will have to do a few extra code. So what we're going to do here is basically create a new function. And this function I can just put it on here. We'll say here function, and this function I will call the click handler. And basically a handler, if you wonder what does a handler mean, a handler means something that does the same thing over and over. In this case, a click function, click handler is a very proper name. So what we're going to do here is this, but to do this and to make sure that this is activated, it needs to understand that if we click on the canvas, that something would happen. This needs to be registered first. So this would mean that we need to make sure that here this is being converted. So we need to convert this because right now the ID, which is basically the entire chart with the config, and so basically this here refers to drawing everything here. I don't want this. I want to split them out or separate these two from each other. So what I'm going to say here is a constant CTX. And this constant CTX will be this specific item here. I'm going to put that in there, this semicolon here, and then we say here this equals CTX comma. So if we do this and save this, as you can see here, nothing really happens behind or visually. However, behind the scenes, we have created a separate structure, and this is very important to understand. Alright, so we have this. Then what we need to do here, or what we can do is, because right now this is not being activated because it doesn't register our click yet. So we say here the following. We're going to give here now a certain value. We say CTX, which is basically this here, and then we say here on click equals. And then here what we want to do here is we want to grab this click here. Alright, so once we have this, we have this now, and then you will see here if I do this console.log, I just clicked, save this, refresh, open up developer tab, and now if I click, alright, does it work? Oh, hold on. I see a lot of things, so let me just clean up our console log with any other access. We probably had some access here that I didn't remove yet. Alright, that's this one here. Save this, refresh. Alright, so it says here I just clicked on click equals click handler. Alright. And here I realize it's being loaded. What am I missing? Are we missing something? A click handler should trigger on click. Right now it's not being triggered on click, so let's see. Let's see what we have here. Click handler. Oh, maybe it's just this. Save that, refresh. There you are. Alright, sorry about that. Apparently, no parentheses here, or else it will be triggered automatically. So now, what we just did is basically registered a click. What I want to do next, of course, is we need to figure out, are we clicking on the right item? Because right now, there's no distinction of whatever we click. We click on anything. So let's go and focus on this specific function here and start working on it. So what I want to do here is I would just say this is our click handler, so we just make sure that there is a click parameter in there that we can use. So now what I want to do here is the following. So what I'm going to do here is, let's see, we have to use the following. So I'm going to say a constant bar, and we're going to figure out here how can we click. If we click on one of these specific items, then it should recognize that. So what we're going to say here, constant bar equals my chart. And if you're wondering, my chart is basically here on the chart itself, because it's the chart. It's on the canvas as well, because the canvas is being registered as well here. But specifically on the chart with the drawing here, on this specific ID. Then we say here the following. Then we say here, get element, or elements with S, at event for mode. This is a built-in function in Chartjs, and basically this will help us to get the element, and elements are these bars that we click on at the event. So what's the event? Well, in this case our event is click. So we're going to grab here And then we have to figure out where are we located. Are we located nearby or are we crossing it, etc., etc. So let's start to do this one right now. So what we're going to say here is on click, comma, what we're going to search for is the nearest. And the nearest refers to basically if we are here somewhere nearby, basically in our case, our nearest is just the Hoover effect. If we, or not even here, not only on the Hoover effect, because this is still the intersecting of it, but when we are nearby here, it will understand, alright, if we are here, even click here, it should understand that we are nearby Firefox. Of course, we didn't click yet on Firefox. We want to make sure that we not only click nearby, but also on here. And then nearby would be within the border of the element. Very important here. So to do that, what we're going to say here is curly braces, and then we say here intersect. And intersect is just another word for intersection. Just think about a crossroad. So basically in our case, what we want to do, we want to crossroad the element, which is the bar, and if we click on that, basically the event that we intersect with a click event of the bar, yes. So basically, when we click on the bar, the nearest value of that bar should be shown. So that would indicate that we are here, so that's true. Nearest would be the intersecting value as well. So here true, comma, true, and then here close parentheses and semicolon. So basically what this means is that it will now, if I save this now, it should recognize our click here. Of course, we didn't yet do anything. So let me show you here right now that we have this. So we say here if, and let's get here the bar, which is the bar. Oh well, what we do instead of if bar, let's do if console. Let's do console.log bar, semicolon. Save this, refresh, click. As you can see here, if I click here, what happened? It doesn't show anything. And you remember the trick that we did in the other item? That is how we do it. We say here length equals 1. Alright, so I just jump up, then I go down here. Where are we? Here. There we are. So this would mean here if bar, then we can say here if bar dot length, if there is any length, in that case what I want to do here, I want to say here, well, we can do a function here, but this function will be another function as well. So what I will say here is just console log, and what we can do here for now is this. We can grab here the data set index, no, the index I want, or the element. Do we have here a item, anything of a value here, base? No, it doesn't show anything here. Fair enough. Then what I will do is I will just get the index number. So the index number is just the value here. So how do we get this? Bar dot index, remember, because we did a console log on the bar. Save this, refresh. So now if I click on this, alright, and then undefined, alright, fair enough, we get an undefined here. So let's see what's going on here. Index bar dot length, alright. If bar then dot index, what am I missing then? Well, let me double check. Of course, you can see here we had a length, so that means 0. So we need to indicate here this is an array value equals 0. Save this, refresh, click, click, click. There you are. We get the numbers here. So this is very important, but this here will be eventually directly matched with our drill down, and our drill down would be the values we have here. Because right now we have Google Chrome, Firefox, and Safari, but what we want to do is click here, show the other values. So what I want to do here, just for now, is to put in the function, or function that we're going to build later on. But I will just say here, this function, so we have that ready. So we say here, change chart, and we change the chart based on this value here. Alright, so this is very important, but probably right now it's not explained because we need to make that in the next video. I'm going to focus on this. The only thing what I do want to show you here for now, we're going to make that function ready. Function, and then we say here, change chart. Here we go to get the value. I just go give it value for now. Next video I will give it a proper name, but what I want to show you here is console.log value, and you will see now if I click here, the index number will be pointed here, and then we'll console log here. Let's say here, let's concatenate this. Let's say grab from click handler function. Save this, refresh, click, there you are. Now you can see a grab from click handler function, the number 2. Click here, number 1, and number 1 is also shown here. Alright, so now we have this item working. What we need to do is now to update the chart. Next video will focus on that.